Hello everyone, welcome to VFA first semi-final day. A proud team are Williamstown, but from winning their first 9 games by over 10 goals or more, it's a cutthroat one today as they burst through the banner to do battle in these very windy conditions with Springvale. And breaking the banner is not going to be the only thing that's difficult in this wind today. In fact, it's so strong down here at Northport that the windsock hasn't been able to cope with it. It's a howler from the north, so I wonder who's going to win the toss and kick with it first up.
Well, yes, Peter, I'm here. I'm hanging onto the fence because if you thought the wind was strong yesterday, it's even stronger today. A momentary lull, and these Willie supporters are having trouble holding on to their hats. Springvale have won the toss, and they're kicking with the breeze to the left of the screen to the Williamstown road end. Umpires Peter Cameron and David Howlett.
So it's umpire Howlett with the ball in hand. Both men experienced VFL umpires who've had a taste of VFA this season, and they like it immensely, and they'll be looking forward to officiating in this one. Cutthroat first semi-final, and it's Springvale. Jeff Clark, number 1, doing the ruck work against Barry Round, and Maloney takes the Round knockout. Springy in the darker colours, going from right to left. There's Lindsay Carl. Jeff Clark. See what sort of distance he can get with the breeze. It's a swirling one, marking, as Barry Round said, it's going to be so difficult. Keith Robinson knocking it only as far as Gould. Well, Willie.
Well played.
Lindsay Carl gets around Nickel easily, fires it to Delray. He beats Warner. Now, Aziz is there at the back, Ghazi, and coming from nowhere, Minot.
Yes, well,
perhaps
really.
Those big blokes are a foil for Minot.
Could be. This bit of play here with Danny Delray, they should have given the ball to Lindsay Carl. Lindsay did all the running.
Minot puts on the first major of the afternoon for the Seagulls into the breeze.
Should they be happy about that, Christ, to get off to a start into the breeze?
Up and down, that makes it all the more difficult. Round in front, Simon Clark at the back. Robertson quickly to Morgan. Snap coming up, and it's good. The reply from Springvale through Rod Morgan.
Now, it was interesting, Ross, the way the ball swung. The umpire ran to the right-hand side of the goalpost. I think the ball would go that way, then it turned and went over his left shoulder.
One Clark or the other. It was Simon on that occasion. Dudley. His kick away before Round met him. Good knock down there from Robinson. This is Phillips. What a good kick.
Gee, that was an intelligent kick, Peter. You called it right. You know, he virtually steered that through, low trajectory, didn't elevate it to allow the breeze to do any damage to it. It was a very, very intelligent shot for goal.
Where is the handle? Nowhere for Michelli to go. Got some help from Minot. Kenny. Bounce was obliging for Tony Pastore. Ghazi got loose. Perhaps he should have gone for goal. Aziz fends off Foy. Jack Aziz.
Well, he seemed to be getting into all sorts of trouble, Jack Aziz, but at the right time he turned and he did the right thing with it and spun it through the goal. It's a difficult goal, but a very important one to Willie.
Strength prevailed here, Phil. It's been a good move. Jack Aziz is playing quite well. He's playing quite well in the forward pocket. Viewers might be somewhat mystified because they're accustomed to seeing Jack at full back.
Well, they've swung their side around quite a bit of late, Willie. Sam, haven't they?
Yes, well, they've been compelled to. They haven't been reaping the benefits with their conventional setup, so they've had to change it around.
Through comes Mendy, and there's Aziz again. Quickly to Carl. He puts it on to boot. Very fast. Bit of pressure late in the first term. Springvale free kick going to Mendy's way. Aziz is a culprit. Advantage paid. Stewart sends a long one over Robinson's head into that defensive pocket, and Willis gets the free kick.
Yes, it's very important, I think, to try to keep the ball in the corridor, Ross, isn't it, in these conditions, with the wind so swirly. Once you get out on the flanks, it's very hard to do anything with it.
David Willis, he's gone defensive. 2 points the difference. Through comes Gould. He's impressed. Ooh, almost holding the ball. They got it away just in time. Maloney a clever tap on. Feed by Williamstown out to Wayne Michelli on half-back flank. Just 4 goals for the quarter, but a long quarter. Nearly 31 minutes. Ghazi, tackled by Phillips. Now, was he searching for Aziz there? I suppose he was.
A little unfortunate with the bounce there, Sadi. He's nearly off.
Dead right, Sam.
Charlie not too happy. And then Delray came in to try and bury Warner. And, well, you see Lindsay Carr was in there as well. He was completely obliterated. And checking his nose is still in the right alignment.
We've learned to expect to see Lindsay Carl. He's always at the base of every pack, Lindsay Carl. Very courageous.
It's 2 points up at Springvale. They've had the breeze in this first term, but it's not going to be easy to kick goals with it or against it. Williamstown, though, have had the better of the term, kicking 2-2 to the right of your screen. Round gets the free kick this time. I suggest he won't bother taking it, being on centre wing. Springvale in the cutthroat first semi-final have the lead at the first break. 2 points, the goal kickers for them. Phillips and Morgan, while for Williamstown, Minot and Aziz kicked their 2 goals. Well, David Palm, who you've seen in action with the bandage in this first quarter, was the man of the match last Sunday, and there'll be another one this Sunday. We'll be announcing that, our selection, at the end of the match, as Williamstown look pretty pleased with themselves. I wonder if the man of the match will come from their ranks. Whatever our selection, put it on the back of an envelope along with your name and address and get it into the VFA by last mail on Wednesday afternoon. The VFA in Jollymont, and you could win $200. That's the viewer's prize. Pretty easy to pick up. All you have to do is get your entry in, as did Ronald Lobb, who successfully named David Palm as the man of the match from last week. Ronald from Long Gully in Bendigo, well done. You've picked up $200. Easy as that. Didn't really attack that one, did he?
No, he didn't,
Mark?
Peter.
Crosser. Oh, McTaggart swoops in and kicks the goal.
And what a great goal that was. That's a team lifter.
That is an inspirational passage of play.
Strange concept, that free kick, really, isn't it? I mean, that's how it has to be paid, but it's still a worry at times.
Rickman right on the centre wing. Michelli, fine mark.
Yes, he can mark, this boy. Very, very strong pair of hands.
So a rugged campaigner is Wayne Michelli.
And fantastic judgment. He stopped, then went again,
Yes.
and never looked like missing it. Well, what a handy goal this would be. And what a perfect view you had. Never looked like missing. Michelli puts them 10 points up. We've played nearly 11 minutes. Simon Clark could have swallowed that one. Maloney. Warner. Fine pick up from Morgan. Mendy. Oh! Jeff Clark! Brilliant! It was like the bicycle kick and the round ball code into the top of the net.
Isn't he happy about it?
Well called, Peter G.
Should have been a free too, I think.
It's fantastic play, this. Quick thinking.
Would that get him a game in the State League soccer or what, Peter?
Oh, NSL.
But also on his wrong foot.
Oh, gee.
Not without a chance if he gets onto it either. Yes, nice kick to Aziz. He delivers it so well, Ian Rickman.
What a superb kick, Pete. And that's exactly what we've been saying, to bring the ball over this top side of the oval. And this is the attacking side. Gives him a far better chance of scoring.
Jack Aziz gets the goal. His second.
Backed up by Swan. Wide to Aziz. Mendy gets it. Well, Aziz puts great pressure on Mendy. Rickman and Foy. Rickman gives it to Ghazi, back to Rickman. Can he get his first goal of the day? I think he has. And the crowd lifts.
Great play, Williamstown, and Saad Ghazi, spot-on handball there. And Rickman's interception there to take the ball away from Paddy Foy. Very, very clever. Just chipped the ball.
Well tackled. Pace from Swan. Pressure from Warner. Ghazi inside 50. He'll go on with it. Has to go around Palm. Oh, grass cutter to Aziz.
Once again on the right side of the ground.
Good.
Ross.
There's a little bit of life in the Willie machine now too. The runners, Ghazi, Carl, and Rickman, of course, and this bloke Jack Aziz.
Sitting in that forward pocket. 9 possessions. 2 goals. Win behind him. Allows for it very well. 3 goals, Jack Aziz. Acknowledges the pass from Saadi Ghazi.
Yes, Ross, I think the Williamstown been just down a little bit on confidence, and now you can see when they get the run going, the likes of Ghazi really sets them up, and I think that lifts the team so much.
Been a good move this, Phil. Jack Aziz to a forward line.
Worked extremely well. And Martin Mendy certainly got his hands full, hasn't he, Sam, with Jack Aziz. Aziz is a big, strong boy.
Neither side has made an interchange yet. Dempster and Kane on the bench for Springvale. Murphy and DiMartino for Williamstown.
Maloney trying to get it out of the middle. Round tries again with the boot. Pastore, the tackle on Foy. Comes loose to Peter Maloney. Robinson. Good pressure from Willis. And the ball must have come off his boot and out on the full. Or was there a free kick paid?
Out on the full he paid it, Peter, actually, yes. Must have come off Keith Robinson's boot, I presume.
Yes, we played 29 minutes. That's a monstrous kick.
75-metre kick.
Beauty from Brett McTaggart. Warner too slow. Pastore, another good tackle. Jeffs. Malin. Need a goal before half-time. Kenny. Good skills. Umpire's letting it go. It comes loose to Malin. Runs straight into Swan. Maloney looking for a free. The whistle's gone.
Just a tough, desperate contest there.
I don't think Phil Malin should have kicked across to Dudley, though. You know, it's just across the ground. Very difficult to get the ball moving from there.
Well, Williamstown, was that a quarter that it's taken them a long way towards winning this game? We'll find out, of course, with a half a football to go. But in that quarter, they've kicked 5 goals, 3, while Springvale have added 1 goal, 3. A 2-point deficit at quarter time now becomes a 22-point lead at half-time for Williamstown. 3 goals to Jack Aziz, singles to Rickman, McTaggart, Michelli and Minot. While for Springvale, just 1 goal in that term coming from Jeff Clark. It was a miraculous one. Singles to Morgan and Phillips in the first term, and the Willie fans letting their heroes know what they think of that, especially second quarter of football, as they go into the dressing rooms with a 22-point lead.
Your mates,
Phil.
A couple of happy Williamstown supporters.
They remind me of your tutors in your formative years.
Minot. Away from Nickel. Oh, he's hit that brilliantly. Tremendous goal. Excellent shepherding from Aziz as well, but Minot got amazing distance against the breeze.
yes,
Balance. The former Carlton player swings it to half forward and Ghazi. Del Rey doesn't even look at the goals. Back there is Minot. Good spoil, Pat Foy. Rickman for the crumbs. The goal.
Gee, loves those, doesn't he? As soon as he pounced on the board, you knew what the result would be. 2 steps around the right side of the left side of the body.
I think they opted for Nielsen, Peter, because of Simon Clark being placed at centre half forward. They felt that extra bit of height might be valuable.
Behind the pack, it's Ghazi. Looking for his first. Gets it. Rickman ran the decoy. The fullback went with Rickman and left the gaping hole. Ghazi wasn't going to miss that one.
Good tap by Jeff Clark. Phillips gets Springvale forward. Dudley goes down. Maloney. Mendy, what's he going to do? Dempster gets his first touch. Dudley can do something right. His goal, a quick reply from the Vales there. Just their fourth goal from Paul Dudley.
Chips his balance well, but the numbers beat him. Nickel caught by Aziz. Swan. Oh, Rickman got front position on Foy. Here's Ghazi again. Rickman, a turn of pace from the big fellow. They've got a week here to get the goal. DiMartino bags it. They look winners, the Seagulls. 19 minutes into the third quarter, they lead by 39 points.
Minot shows a bit of toe. Willie, you've got it on the attacking side of the ground where Ghazi beats Jeffs. Too much pace. Feeds it off to DiMartino, number 2. Yes! 2 kicks, 2 goals to Vinny DiMartino. Clark with his wrong hand, his right to Phil Marlin. Been quiet, off to Kane. Little fellow looks for Robinson, but in chips Martin Mendy, who's been fairly quiet.
On the mark, thanks.
There's a left footer.
Lowered your voice a fraction there when you said it, Ross.
Have to think hard.
I thought you were going to say vanish to the forward line.
Awful looking kick off the boot. Howler to the back.
Oh, Dempster.
That's right, the nonchalant one. He didn't show a great deal of emotion through scoring a goal.
I thought he kicked it after across the line, such was his lack of emotion.
And Dudley, and he made it look good, Tony Pastori. Rickman's lead. Oh, that's 50 against captain coach of Springvale, Phil Malin.
Well, it should be 100, I think. First Foy and then Malin.
Well, I don't know. Yes, he's certainly free. Certainly a 50 metre see it here, but
It was a double banger.
Yes, it's not really what you want to do as captain coach. Unfortunately, he may be a bit frustrated, Phil Malin, seeing the game slip away from him. Yes, Phil Malin, 6 kicks and 3 handballs for this quarter, is it?
Third goal for Rickman.
Yes, I think, you know, in the conditions, Sam, Springy are inclined to kick short. I should say their normal game is to spin the ball around.
Clark, an uncontested tap. Michelli to Rickman. Standing start, left foot. Oh, Ian Rickman.
He is a marvel.
Number 4.
He is a... Just kick some of the greatest goals. We've said it so many times. You doubt there's a player anywhere in Australia who could boot a ball better than this man, number 7.
Mendy giving it to Malin. Had to be quick. Prosser. And this is Robinson. Too far out to score. But there's no one home. Oh, it's come loose to Warner. McTaggart missed with the fist. And they get 1 goal back, Springvale.
Oh, down they go.
Yes, they do look tired.
Paddy Foy. Carl, he's got a bit of pace. Snaps on the left foot. Aziz. Mark or goal.
Gee, what a great steal by Carl. A smother off the boot. And this guy has been superb up front, Jack Aziz.
7 marks to the former defender. He puts it through, his 4th goal.
Been a bonus for them, Phil, hasn't he, with
Get shepherding from Kenny. Pastori takes over. Aziz. Hands to it. Nice roving, Ghazi. Perfect roving play to get it to Danny Del Rey. A dual interchange from Williamstown.
Yes.
And it's Del Rey gets the goal. 12 minutes in. They go to a 46-point lead. Free kick there. Howlett saying he was impeded. Doesn't matter. Swan's got it away. Aziz. Rickman. Nabbed by Palm. Don't tell me this is going to be a goal. Oh, sheer magic is...
That is classic, isn't it? He shrugged the tackle off, kicked the goal from the wrong side. No, is that the scoring? That's the non-scoring side.
Is.
Of course.
Anderstein,
Yes.
Machiavellian.
I think he's been on the shape reading Macbeth last night and working out a few manoeuvres.
I'll tell you what, I'll be annoyed if you've overruled the consensus.
We're talking about the man of the match. The story in a moment. Up to Pastore.
A late bid. Could be a late bid. Your voice really gives it away, Ross.
No, it's all been decided. But I won't give it away. 29 possessions to Tony Pastore.
Gee, that's looking good.
You don't have to further substantiate your opinion, Ross, with facts and figures.
He's the power broker in the box,
Oh.
isn't he?
Hasn't kicked a goal yet.
Has he played well, Ross?
He's played well. But this is a very hard shot. Not only it's the ball blowing off the foot, I think, but makes it very hard. He's got it. Well,
Perhaps that
he's
may be
happy.
the attacking side, Ross. It really is a buzz, and conversely, when they're in a lapse, it has an enormous effect on them.
Oh, Jeff Clark going to be reported by Peter Cameron.
What was the charge, Pete? Sorry.
Unduly rough play. We heard it from David Howlett. I don't know whether we pick it up here. Nilsson bundled him out of the way.
Yes, well, we saw it. There's no need to comment any further. But suffice to say that it was totally uncalled for. The 25-minute mark of the last quarter.
Yes, into time on by 30 seconds.
But it's
Springy seasons is over. And it might be a delayed start for the year for Jeff Clark. And it's a sad end for him because he's really had a good year. And just frustration, I think, as the season was over.
I didn't think it was that, you know, it wasn't that nasty an incident, really. I didn't.
So, takes his own handball. She's all over. A happy Barry round, and why not when you look at that scoreboard? They've allowed Springvale just 6 goals, and they've beaten them by 12. Into the preliminary final against Box Hill. Michele knows he's played a game of football.
And be better for the run, too.
And he's finding it hard to wipe the smile off his face, I think, Big Barry Round. In his first season as a coach, he decided to sit out the last quarter, and that's probably a good move, just to have a look at his troops from a different angle.
Yes,
Really,
good fighting win.
that first quarter in which, against the Breeze, they kicked 2 goals and allowed Springy only 2 to trail by 2 points, set it up, and they just went from strength to strength. 22 points, 45 points, and 12 goals in the end.
Isn't this good, Peter, with VFA football? You can have people on the ground like that all gathering around. It's still nice that in this football you can have scenes like that. The people are really involved.
And one of the men involved down there amongst all that is Ross Booth, and he's got the man of the match.
Thanks, Peter. Yes, well, I've won over Sam Kekavitz. The Willie bench thought Tony Pastore was the best man on the ground. John Grieve, the president of the VFA, present the trophy. Tony.
Thanks, Ross.
Congratulations, Tony. Well done. All the best. Very consistent season from you, and a great game today. Well done.
Yeah, thanks, Ross. All the boys are working hard together, and hopefully we can keep it going. We'll do well and take the big one off. But we're going to take it week by week and train real hard and get through it.
Let's have a word for the coach, Barry. Barry, we're a bit worried about the form, taking yourself off. We're getting a bit tired.
Just give the young fellas a go, you know, that they need the extra work. Us blokes are already fit, you know, we can come off and have a spell.
You were still urging them on there on the bench. You're riding every bump.
Yes, I think, you know, when you're a competitor, you contest everything that comes near you, and just because you're 5 or 10 goals up, you don't ease off.
Okay, well done, Barry. Into the preliminary final next week against Box Hill.
Will we see a repeat here at Port Melbourne next Sunday afternoon? The preliminary final to decide who plays the reigning premiers Coburg in the grand final. See it live from Port Melbourne next Sunday afternoon. A 72-point win over Springvale today from the Happy Seagulls, who sing their song into the rooms. Well done, Willie. Join us again next Sunday. Goodbye.